Did Harbor Freight finally make a good flashlight? Well, it's not what we usually review, but let's find out. Alright, this is the Braun Magnetic Slim Bar Folding Rechargeable LED Light. What a mouthful of a name. But this is not our typical light that we review. We review usually stuff like this, tactical lights, any shape and size, large, small, what have you. But today we have a work light, and it's from Harbor Freight. And Harbor Freight is known for cheap Chinese tools, but they are getting better and better and better. And I think they might have made a decent light here. So it's a work light. It's a push button on the side. The bottom is magnetic. As you can see at the tip here, it has a little LED light. This is 65 lumens that comes out of this. But the big boy, this guy, big light bar, which has all these articulable elbows on it, this puts out 500 lumens. So there's a high mode, which is that, 500, and then a low, which is 155 lumens, and then it switches to your 65 lumen probe light there. And then from there it turns off. If I click it and leave it for a while and it's just sitting on, and then I go to turn it off, it's just going to turn all the way off. Another thing that's cool is, yes, obviously it has all these articulable elbows up here, so you can put this in whatever angle or configuration you need, but you can also swivel it 180 degrees this way, which I think is awesome. So you can put it where the light side is this way, light side's up against your charging port here, or completely the other way around if you want the button over here and have it as kind of a bar light you can just move around. So that's pretty cool. It does have USB-C recharging, so you'll plug it in right here. In fact, I can do that for you, and you'll see that it comes up red and it'll turn green once it's done. I did do a charge time test on this already, and I checked on it a couple hours in, and it was already almost full, and then I ran it overnight and the charge thing, this little guy, didn't really work. So it showed me that there was 19 hours on it and there was like 2700 milliamp hours, which is incorrect and too much. So it just kept trickle charging. But as you'll see, I'll open it up for you. Inside, what they've done is, thank goodness, well done on you, Harbor Freight, is they put an 18650 battery in this. This is not a proprietary battery. There's no wires connected to this. It's just a normal 2200 milliamp hour, 3.7 volts, 18650 battery. So all I have to do is hot swap that out if I have another 18650, if I run out of light. And if you're a flashlight guy, you're probably gonna have another one of those. Or go on a website and buy a better 18650. You can buy 3800 milliamp hours or 4000 milliamp hour batteries for these, and they're really not that much money. I don't know, $4 or $5, and they work really well, and you'll have an even better runtime. I'll throw up the runtime test right now, and just while I'm talking, this thing did pretty well. I'll give you the exact time in the description here, but it was somewhere between 2 and 3 hours. It's rated for 2.5 hours, and 7 hours and 45 minutes on low, and then 65 lumens. It'll do that for 20 hours is what it says. But I just tested it on high because that's what we do here, because the highest output's going to be obviously the lowest runtime. But this thing's awesome. I'm going to take this over and show you on my lawnmower here what it looks like, just trying to work on some stuff. But that's what this is good for. This is good for working on your car, working on a lawnmower, working outside. I put together a little TV stand the other day, and I used this to just sit on top of the stand and light the area behind it when I was installing all the wires and cables. This is great. It's really awesome, super versatile. But unfortunately, let's just read these instructions here, if you will. Warning, to prevent serious injury, fire, and explosion, keep dry. Okay. Contains lithium-ion battery. Battery must be recycled or disposed of properly, blah, blah, blah. Do not charge or use if damaged. Do not submerge light. Read manual before use. So we usually do a submersion test at Self-Equip. We're not going to do that with this because it obviously says not to do that. So I don't trust it. It does have O-rings in here. Still don't trust it. Probably just for some light misting or rain, or you get coolant on it or something. It should be fine. I would trust it with that, but we're just not going to submerge this today. I'm also not going to drop this in any form of drop testing or throw it off my roof because it'll probably break. This is all plastic. All these are plastic. This is just some thin aluminum. I have watched and seen some other reviews, and they say that, well, it's mixed. Some say that you drop it and it breaks immediately on the first drop. Some say that you drop it and it lasts forever. And they've dropped it 10, 20 times and it's been fine. And those are mostly like mechanics or stuff like that that are using this light. So they use their lights and they push them pretty hard. So I can't tell you 100% if it's going to last, but this was actually a gift to me, and I'm not going to break it because I'm actually going to use this light. So let's head over to the lawnmower, and I'll show you what it looks like over there. Here we are at the lawnmower. So let's just light this sucker up and see what it's got. So I can throw it right on here. This is metal. I can articulate this thing however I want it. It's lighting up this whole area really nice. I mean, I can move it over here if I want to put it on the lid over here, and it'll light it up this way. That's what's really nice about this magnet on the back here, is I can articulate it to wherever I need it, and you know, I can see pretty much anything I'm working on. This is just in my garage with my lights off. Let's scroll through here. That's the low mode, and this is the flashlight. But if you can see, I can get it down into this crevice down here, and bring my camera over here, and you can see it lights this up definitely good enough. If you're looking for a part that you dropped in there, this is going to be good enough. This flashlight is definitely bright enough to do that and to do the work that you're going to ask of it. But honestly, this is more than enough for me. If I'm working on a car late at night or somewhere that on the roadside I break down and I just keep this in my car or my truck or something like that, this would be a fantastic light to have in there. I definitely recommend it. By the way, this light is about $30, and it's at Harbor Freight, obviously. There are some knockoffs on Amazon. I think they're like 35 bucks, somewhere in there. But at Harbor Freight, you can usually get this thing for cheaper. They have sales all the time. If you're part of their membership or whatever, you can get it even cheaper than that. So, well done, Harbor Freight. All right, that is the Braun Slim Bar flashlight. This thing's great. I definitely recommend you go out and get one. Even if you're not a mechanic or you're not working on cars all the time or anything like that, this is something great to just throw in your car and have. It works as a great flashlight. Or if your car breaks down and you need to do some sort of quick repair and it's nighttime, because it gets dark every single day. You guys didn't know that? That's why I like flashlights so much. I'm not scared of the dark, I swear. Anyways, so it has these great articulable elbows. You can point it wherever the heck you want it, rotate it. Awesome, USB rechargeable, and you can hot swap 18650 batteries in this thing. That is really cool. Good job, Harbor Freight. I hope they keep making stuff like this. I hope they keep improving their stuff. Honestly, it seems like Harbor Freight has been stepping up their game lately. It's a place that is very known for cheap Chinese stuff, but they have some really good tools and stuff there. So go check them out if you haven't already. If you don't have Harbor Freight where you're from, I apologize. There are, like I said, some copies on Amazon that you might be able to get. But a light like this is fantastic, and I highly recommend everyone has one of these. Just an everyday citizen, go out and get one. These things are great. Like I said, I can work on my lawnmower. I recently worked on, some projects with it, and I'll probably use it for lighting for my videos like this. It's a great light. It throws out a ton of light, and might light up my face in a couple future videos. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. It really helps the channel. Go check out some of my other videos. I have a bunch on other flashlights, some on multi-tools, some on knives, stuff like that. And I try and make a video every week. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.